Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new Breakout Solutions Bitcoin Technical Analysis video here with you on this beautiful Monday from the Gold Coast. Thank you for tuning in. So let's dive into the chart. So another week has closed and Bitcoin has had a bit of a rejection today from a certain level, and I'm going to point it out in a second. So it'd be very interesting to see how things are going. I personally felt that we were going to start getting a pullback from that $31,000. The week before that, I thought we were going to hit, sort of 32. But after that rejection from 31, we failed to make a higher high over the last couple of weeks, and we've been obviously trading in a bit of a sideways range. Now, there is an important support line that I want to point out. It's been on my chart for a while. That's $25,000-ish, which is previous resistance. Previous resistance here, and we have not yet sort of come back on the macro to test it as a support. So that $25,000 is obviously at the forefront of my mind. If I do draw a bit of a fib extension, whoops, not that one. Where are we? If I draw a bit of a fib extension, what we can see is we basically, I should add a few more numbers here, but from the $19,000, we've blasted through the 1.618. We probably hit the 2. Let me put the 2 on. Where's the 2? There we go. We hit the 2 fib extension pretty well, and now we're sort of, pulling back a little bit, and things have been a little bit slow and boring over the last sort of few days. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the indicators and see what we can kind of find out. So the main thing that I can see is obviously the stochastic RSI is pointing down. The MACD has started to print the last 3 times lighter green histogram candles, and you can see that on the weekly it gives us a bit of a mixed signal. We tend to go from green to light green quite regularly, so MACD is not really one of the best indicators out there, especially on the macro. On market side for B, we spoke about the red dot on the big anchor waves a few 2 weeks ago. We said if we did see that print, we'll normally see between a 15 to 30% sort of retracement, as history has shown us. All previous red dots above the zero line has caused a decent pullback. What we're kind of what I want to look at now is the daily, and basically see if we are going to continue from here or come down first to 25K and then sort of shoot back up. So right now, the daily stochastic is looking to cross over around about the 50% line, which is kind of like the bull bearish zone. So it looks like we're crossing down to come back down to the bearish zone. We did also print a trigger wave. We have the anchor and trigger wave here from market cipher. That's usually the inverse of when we see like a anchor and trigger wave on the greens side, and it looks like that's why we started having that big push down. Now, over the last few days, if we do sort of zoom in a little bit, we kind of were trading. We had this really quick pump to the upside. When you go up that quick, we tend to build no support, so we dump back down, hit the point of control of this sideways range right here. And then we shot back up. We did a bit of a Bart Simpson, and we sort of started breaking down this morning. So what can we sort of take from this? Well, a couple of things. First thing is right now we're bouncing from the golden pocket, 618 fib retracement from the low here at 27.2 to the high. We bounced off pretty well, and now it looks like we're trying to push to the upside. Let's see how we go. Now from here, it looks like we're getting a really, really good push here. Now, from here, what I want to sort of point out is the fixed range of this section here. And what we can kind of see is we have this value area. So it was a value area high around 29,800, which we struggled to break through 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3 times. And just before we fell out of the value area low right here of this entire sideways trading area. So what I'm looking to do whilst we're bouncing here from the 618, I want to see if the value area low are at around about 28,800. If we can break back into that value area, look for a push to the point of control, maybe a little bit of resistance there, and then another push to the value area high. But if we struggle to actually reclaim that value area low, then we're probably going to be in a little bit of trouble, and then Bitcoin will more than likely hit that and sort of roll over. Right now, obviously, I favor the downside because we've just broken down, so it's a bit of a continuation, especially since we've changed market structure a bit. We have a high, a low, a lower high, and now we kind of need to see if does Bitcoin make a lower low, a change of market structure, and then we have some more bearish times ahead of us. So I haven't looked at the charts too much today. Let's see if we can possibly find some things that have a bit of confluence. So it looks like we've got this trading channel, a little bit of confluence. I mean, we've got 2 taps here, 2 taps to the top, and we've kind of bounced off that center line. I guess we can look at that. That's obviously one trading channel. We can look at the fixed range from basically back here where we started this sideways consolidation. You can see that we broke above, had a failed auction, basically meaning we weren't able to maintain the bullish structure, came back into the value area, came back down, tested the value area low, broke back above it, back down below. We were above the value area for a few days, so from the 28th to basically today. We stayed above it, created this Bart Simpson pattern, which is just up, zigzag, and then sort of down. And that kind of tells me that maybe we come back down to the value area low, see if that holds, and so forth. Basically, short the tops, long the bottoms, and away you go. So right now, kind of like I'm favoritising, if that's even a word. I do believe that Bitcoin is most likely going to continue to the downside just because the bearish indicators and this breakdown. This is quite bearish because now we're giving ourselves a lower high. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing a lot of people becoming increasingly bullish with Bitcoin. I do have an overall sort of target of the golden pocket on a macro scale, but it could take us some time to get there. And that is around about $48,000 to $50,000. And I have brought this up a couple of times. You pull the fib from the highs to the low, we can see we've got the golden pocket right here around about $48,500 to $51,000. So look, even if Bitcoin does retrace the 25, hopefully that stays as support, and we continue to this golden pocket region before we have a secondary bear market where we kind of trade sideways and down for a few months, and then 6 months before the high, which is around about November, December, we'll start a slow grind with the halving, and then we will sort of blast off into the exponential bull market. So right now, all I'm sort of looking at is the lower time frames. Like I said, looking a little bit bearish, but look, Bitcoin has been good to has been well known to fake to the opposite side that it wants to go to. Like we've had a little bit of support. We've got a golden pocket. We've got the center line of this downward trading channel. So if we can sort of push back into the value area of this sideways trading range, we might have a chance. But that number is around about 28,800, 28,900. So we're going to find a lot of resistance there. Let me just point out right about there. That's kind of like the area that I'm looking at to reclaim. And if we reclaim, then yeah, we can become bullish again. But right now, things are favoring a little bit more sort of downside. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn on all notifications. You're going to see more awesome updates like this. As I said, the good thing is about this this sideways range that we've been in for quite some time. And I know everyone's like, oh, but you're saying sideways, but it's such a big range, right? But this is really important. This kind of sideways range between 26.5 and 31. The more we trade between this area, the more it's going to become support when we do blast through, and then we come back and revisit this this volume area. So I see it as a good thing. We need sideways consolidation to build strength in the asset. As long as we don't break down, then that's good. As long as we sort of don't break up, then we're building some great support. And this might be an area that we look back at of interest in the future, because we've been here for quite some time now, since basically mid-March. So we're March, April, we're coming into May. We're about to come into 2 months of being in this sort of sideways consolidation without any huge moves to the upside or the downside. So we're probably not too far off seeing a bit of action. All right, guys, that's it from me today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out our Crypto live stream tomorrow with Wasim, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for the altcoin research stream. Bye for now.